Are you ready for the better part of the Pokemon Go Halloween event? Because it's here. Halloween Part 2 has begun, and we're going to play it and explain what's going on and what you cannot miss out on, including these amazing 7-kilometer eggs and a raid boss. Specifically, this raid boss. Darkrai is back in the raids with the start of this event, and it's definitely a solid one, and I always think it's one worth going for. The thing about Darkrai is that it's not a legendary. This is a mythical Pokemon, which means you can only get it from raids. You cannot trade for this thing, so whenever it is in raids, it's always solid idea to raid because it kind of only comes around once, maybe twice a year, always during the Halloween season, which is now. And when you're taking this thing out, it is a dark type Pokemon. The best you're going to want to use against it are fighting, really fighting, fairy, or bugs, so use your best out of those three, but typically fighting type Pokemon are the best, with the best fighting type Pokemon being Conkeldurr, Keldeo, Lucario, Terrakion, Tapu Koko actually, and the best Pokemon being Mega Lucario. But what I would recommend, and what I always recommend, is Mega Evolving a max level Mega, if you have it, or whatever level you have, of whatever the typing of the Pokemon is. So Darkrai is a dark type. I have a Mega Tyranitar Mega right now, so that when we catch Darkrai, we're gonna get more candies and XL candies for catching it because of the Mega Boost and bonus. Still one of the most underrated features in the game. Always use it. And then as for Darkrai's 100% IV catch CPs, 2136 non-weather boosted, 2671 weather boosted, and it is boosted by foggy weather. So that's Darkrai. I will be rating these all day long, also because I desperately need rare candies because I'm doing a daily instance challenge. I don't have enough Dialga candies, and I'm running out of rare candies. Although we do get Dialga back in November. Oh my god, my game glitched out. Are you serious? No! What is this? What a scam! The raid's gone! I did a remote raid for that. That's so annoying. Okay, what we do have though here is an old Spiritomb quest, which was complete 3 raids. Now, this is still in the field research, win 3 raids, and it's still definitely the best one. Also, it is the absolute hardest to find, so good luck finding your Spiritomb quests. But there is some other field research during part 2 of the event, which I think is significantly better and way more worth hunting than the part 1 field research, and it includes Evolve 3 Pokemon, which honestly is the best other than Spiritomb, which gives, the brand new costume Rowlet, which can be shiny, and it looks amazing shiny because it's got kind of a Frankenstein green vibe, I think. Also, the brand new costume Froakie could be behind the Evolve 3 Pokemon, and that is also awesome because you can evolve to that shiny, like Halloween Top Hat Greninja, which would be insane. Catch 10 Pokemon right here gives you the costume Pikachu, Piplup, or Vulpix. None of them are new, all of them are great, and then Win 2 Raid still gives you a Morpeko. And remember that after this event is over, the only way to get Morpeko is from field research, so it's definitely worth getting during this event if you haven't already. I'm sorry, not field research, PvP. The only way to get it after this event is through PvP. So the field research, goated. And here we go with some Catch 10 Pokemon, Piplup, and these are Evolve 3 right here, so these are the best that we're looking for. Rowlet, and then Rowlet. Got 2 more great researches here. Boom, Rowlet. Gonna do these as much as I can today. Also, speaking of things that are cool, look what I got today. I hatched 100% IV Komala, which is sick. Take that. And I realized that we're still working on the Master Ball research and probably should complete this if we can today, just to get that Master Ball in the inventory for when I eventually find a shiny Galarian bird, which I'm trying for right now. Oh boy, and I already see something tough. We've got, oh wait. Oh no, this is a GoFest research. Okay, where'd it go? Where's our Master Ball? Oh, we have a Masterwork research. What is the Masterwork research for? Sneasel. One of these days we'll do a video where we just go through the research and knock it all out because we've got some goodies in here. But I don't know where's the Master Ball? Oh my god, we've got GoFest research from last year. Jeju Island. Oh my god, that was a last year? This is crazy. Safari Zone Singapore. GoFest Seattle, is that 2 years ago? Oh my god, look at all this research. Oh, I found it, Masterwork research, there we go. Okay, so to get our Master Ball, oh, it's the Pokestop on 7 different days. Wait, do I have 2 of them? Catching Wonders for a Master Ball, and then we have a Masterwork research Master Ball here too. Catch 300 Pokemon, transfer 50. I don't know what's going on. Let's catch 300 Pokemon, shall we? We've also, during this event, got some incredible raid Pokemon, like Gengar in the tier 3 raids with the hat. Fantastic, would love the shiny. Oh, my game glitched. The game has also been very glitchy today, for me at least. That is so annoying. This is so annoying. This is so annoying. Also in the tier 3 raids, if they work, we've got Drifblim in a costume. Didn't get the shiny for that, would love that, and Umbreon as well, which is very cool. And then the tier 1 raids have Pikachu, Froakie, and Rowlet. I literally can't get back in the game. Dude, this is ridiculous. What is going on? That's it, I'm leaving. Wait, just kidding. I joined back in the raid and whoever I was raiding with defeated it by themselves. So shout out to Casper. Thanks, man. Sorry about that. Bam! And there's the big ol' hat Gengar costume. Another great hunt. Obviously more difficult because it's in the raids and Darkrai's better, but this would be sick. Got another shot at another Darkrai raid here, and I only have a couple more remote raid passes to use today, so this is, oh, this wasn't even a remote. It spawned right on the office. Now, some other really big important things about this event that's happening right now, Part 2 Halloween. Yes, it is Max Gengar. Gigantamax. Not Dynamax, Gigantamax Gengar. Along with that, just remember the fact that there are double candy bonuses, catch candy, 2x catch candy, and increased XL candies for good catches, and listen, or accurate catches, but there's a really, really cool secret feature that's happening that I totally forgot is going on. On October 31st, there is a small chance of getting both Rare Candy and Rare Candy XL by catching costume Pokemon. This is one of the first times, if not the first time, I think this has ever happened. You can get Rare Candy and Rare Candy XL from catching costume Pokemon, which just spawn in the wild. So the best resources in the game, you could get them just by catching wild Pokemon. And speaking of catching wild costume Pokemon, this event, the second part of it, pretty much has all the best costume Pokemon, including Vulpix, Piplup, Froakie, Pumpkaboo, Rowlet, Pikachu, so many great costumes in the wild. Definitely get out there and catch. And on the 31st, definitely go and catch those because you can get rare candies and XL candies. Rare XL candies, by the way, which I have, oh my god, I have so many. But I'm running out of rare candies because I keep using them on Dialga to try to find the shiny Galarian birds, so I need more of those. I'll definitely be playing. Now, speaking of October 31st, Gigantamax Gengar. And I do want to answer a big question that I've been getting a lot in the comments, and one that's going to be very helpful for Gigantamax Gengar because you're going to want to use probably Ghost-type Pokemon against it if you can, which there's only one single Ghost-type Dynamax Pokemon that has ever been released, which is Dynamax Ghastly, and obviously Dynamax Gengar. And everyone's asking, is Dynamax Ghastly still here? Well, technically it's supposed to be here until November 1st, but when you look on the map right now and you go on, I'm using Campfire, and I'm looking everywhere for Dynamax raids, there's not a single Dynamax Ghastly. It's gone. Dynamax Ghastly raids are gone. So I don't know if this was intentional, but when you look at the news report for October in Pokemon Go, you can see that there's like a question mark Dynamax Pokemon that's supposed to last from October 1st to November 1st, which was Ghastly, but it's gone. So no, Dynamax Ghastly is no longer here for some reason, and I don't think that's supposed to happen. I think it's still supposed to be here. So for those of you who are able to get your Dynamax Gengar, consider yourself pretty lucky because it's looking like this might be the only thing we're gonna have to use against Gigantamax Gengar. There actually might be some more counters, which I'm gonna talk about in an upcoming video where we go over Dynamax Gengar, exactly what to do going into it, so make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. But know that Ghastly, it's not here. It's no longer the Dynamax raids, and it should be fairly useful considering we can get Hex and Shadow Ball on this. Although Gigantamax Gengar is going to absolutely wreck Dynamax Gengar, but there are strategies where you can still use this and do a really good job of it, which again, I'll explain in a video later this week. But remember, October 31st, is Gigantamax Gengar. And this makes me want to talk about Gigantamax Pokemon because as we all experienced over the weekend, Gigantamax Pokemon have come to Pokemon Go for the first time ever. Please let me know in the comments how your experience with them was, but overall mine was terrible. And I'm here in Santa Monica, which has, I mean, some of the most players and spoofers in all of America. It is the easiest place, one of the easiest places in the world to complete raids and has been since the game came out. But even with that, even with the air support, even with everybody walking around and playing during the weekend, completing Gigantamax raids was a huge, huge difficult process. And I literally had to sit at the raids for like 30 minutes, lobbying out, lobbying back in, lobbying out, lobbying back in, until enough people had kind of like accumulated in this like fly trap system to then take the raid down. And even still, I lost a ton of raids with 25, 30 plus people in them. It is a completely useless feature for anyone who isn't living in a big city or doesn't have a humongous like 50 person, 100 person plus community around them that, you know, you can coordinate at least 30, 40 people with to go out at one time and do raids. If you play Pokemon Go just by yourself, or you have like a group of your closest friends, you're not getting any Gigantamax raids done. The feature is useless to you, which I think is insane that it was this difficult. I understand things being difficult. Legendary raids, as you can see here, are hard to do. But the fact that they're that hard, that it was that difficult, doesn't make any sense to me. So I'll be really curious to see what happens with the Gigantamax raids, because if they're the same as the Gigantamax, Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise raids, like if Gengar is the same as these three, shiny, it's gonna be impossible. It's not even gonna be worth playing. Luckily though, I'll be in New York City because I'm running the New York Marathon this weekend, which is insane. I've never ran a marathon before, and I think I have a sprained ankle right now. And I think my girlfriend does too, and we're actually really stressed about that. So give me suggestions in the comments, but we'll be doing that. So I'll be in New York for Gengar, which means I should have plenty of people to raid with, but I can guarantee you I'm probably still gonna run into issues even though I'm in New York City and I have infinite support to take down Gigantamax Gengar raids. So even though Gigantamax Gengar is probably one of the biggest parts of this part 2 Halloween event, I can't imagine it's gonna be at all easy or really even fun to do. So we're gonna have to see. But the unfortunate thing is, like with Charizard, Gigantamax Charizard is easily one of the coolest Charizard forms. It looks insane with like the clouds over its tail. It's so cool. But Gengar is amazing too, so to get that would be fantastic. So again, make sure you subscribe to this channel, because later on this week, I'll be uploading a guide on how to take down Gigantamax Gengar, what we learned from the Gigantamax raids over the weekend, what we know about Gengar and its weaknesses, and what Pokemon we have readily available in Pokemon Go in the Gigantamax raids that will be useful against it. We're gonna have to see. I'm really worried. But what I'm not worried about are these 7-kilometer eggs. And the reason why we wanna hatch them is because, as you can see, Froakie, Rowlet, Pichu with the hat, and regular Vulpix, and Vulpix, only 4 Pokemon in there. They're all costumes. They're all super duper rare. I don't have 3 of them. Would love to get Pikachu or Pichu, and we will be hatching this batch now. And here they are. We've got our 9 7-kilometer eggs, which have honestly some of the best potential shinies that we've had in eggs in a really long time. Oh, and I remember back in the day when we would do the hatching 100 egg challenges. Oh, I moved out of that apartment. I no longer have that magical fridge, so we don't do 100 egg hatches anymore. But if we did, we would definitely be doing it with these eggs, and I will for sure be hatching these absolutely over the next week to get as many of these as possible and as many hatches as possible, because we need this shiny exactly. Okay, well, there's that. And that's the Halloween Part 2 event. Again, make sure you're subscribed for Gengar strategies, because it's going to be big, and check out these other videos. See you in the next one.